So, very good evening, friends. Welcome to the Facebook Live, which is 20, I think it's on the 1st March 2021. That's it. Welcome to the Facebook Live. Yeah, good evening to everybody. Okay, so we have 15 to 20 minutes. You can ask your questions and let me try if I can answer your questions. Well, I have made one thing very clear about the aviation stocks is that, you know, coronavirus second is coming. Today I was watching the Bloomberg TV and I got to know that the Brazil variant is basically spreading very fast in the UK. And unfortunately, Brazil variant is spreading in different countries also, to be honest. Some countries are accepting it and some countries are not accepting it. Keeping this in mind, it would be very difficult for, uh, very difficult to have a position in the aviation stock, because if the coronavirus second spread and the probability is high, keeping all the data in the public which we have, then the aviation, hospitality are going to be the major hits. So I don't recommend anybody to have aviation stocks now, but if you think that, you can definitely have your own call on aviation stock. About Coal India is a government company. Government is looking to disinvest the 100 public sector concerns. This is as per the Prime Minister. It is really difficult to predict whether Coal India is a part of these 26 public sector concerns named by Prime Minister or not. But having said that, Coal India also having their own issues, which is the cash flow issues. And more importantly, the world is slowly moving from fossil fuels, which is oil and fossil fuel based energy, to the gas energy. In fact, Amazon founder Bill Gates and many other, they are, more or less pushing the future of the gas energy. Keeping this as a backdrop, I would definitely not going to be recommending anybody Coal India, but yes, that's absolutely your call if you wish to go ahead or if you do not wish to go ahead, to be honest. Yes, according to the public information that Yes Bank is joining the Nifty 50 while the Gale India is is excluded from Nifty 50. It is really surprising that how come, I'm not saying that Yes Bank should not be in the Nifty 50. You can have Yes Bank in the Nifty 50, but Gale India is definitely a profitable stock. And keeping a profitable stock out from Nifty 50, that is really a tricky element, at least to me. But still, Gale India is definitely a great stock, and I think that Gale India is a good company, fundamentally strong company, would definitely work hard to back in Nifty 50. Rest the time will tell. We really do not know. About electronic stocks, you need to be specific because there are many electronic stocks we have. Voltas is electronics, Havells is electronics, there are ABB is electronics, the power sector is also electronics. There are many electronic stocks which we have. So you need to be very specific which electronic stock you are talking about. But keeping that in mind, if we talk about Voltas and Havells and all, if coronavirus second will come, then I'm sure that the due to lockdown and multiple related issues, these stocks will come down. And of course, as the income is falling, there are issues. About Maruti is a loving stock of operators. Without any reason, it goes to 8,200. Now it is 6,900. God knows it is heading towards 6,000. Fundamentally speaking, Maruti is the largest automobile maker we have in India, completely based out in India. But even after that, Maruti is reaching to 6,800 and the non-fundamental stocks are going up. this clearly reflects that the situation is really really tricky in the Indian capital market, that the fundamental driven stock that way. I don't track Bosch much because I am no offense for Bosch, but I feel that Bosch is very expensive stock, and of course Bosch is a good company, no doubt about that. But I don't track Bosch much, to be honest. Market crash is near or not near, that we cannot tell, because there are multiple factors that is covering the market crash. Number one, the US yields are rising, and I have already shared many screenshots about the US yield on the Facebook. Number two, and very important thing, is that the debt level of not only government of India but also the US government is also rising. US government debt is around $29 trillion, while Indian government debt is around $1.5 trillion. Now, this is a huge. Now, if I compare Indian debt to GDP ratio, which is around 52%. Having said that, coronavirus second is coming, and unfortunately, I don't know, but there is some rumor that there is some attack, something like happened on the Saudi, but I'm not sure whether this is a reality or not, but because I not got the time, so that's why I'm not confirming this anyways. But this is definitely a geopolitical issue. So one side you have a high treasury yield, one side you have the huge debt, another side you have the geopolitical issue. So there are a hell lot of stuff that we are having, and we need to be very very careful. I don't know. I have told many times that you people are comparing Nifty or Bank Nifty or maybe Sensex in terms of numbers. You are comparing that Nifty is 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, something like that. But I'm sorry, I don't compare these indexes in numbers. There is a reason to it. The reason is that I'm not worried even if Nifty go to 8,000, because the one thing that really matters to me, whether I am getting any stock at intrinsic value or not. If I'm getting a stock at intrinsic value, I will definitely go ahead. If I'm not getting the stock at intrinsic value, I will not go ahead. That's the most important thing to me, to be very honest. So I don't see whether Nifty will go to 12,000 or it will not go to 12,000. But I see that the stocks which I have listed for myself, whether these stocks would be hitting closer to intrinsic value or not. If they are hitting, good. If they are not hitting, then we need to wait. I don't know how the TVS results would be tomorrow. Well, TVS will decide how the results would be. They will let everybody out in the market. But having said that, I'm not bullish on the automobile sector, especially when the job losses are there in the economy, especially when the corona second is coming. So I'm not bullish on the auto sector. I don't know how TVS would be generating, how TVS results would be. Time will tell, but I'm not bullish on the auto sector, at least as of now. I'm not sure about the future, to be honest. About Granulars India, I think Granulars India is slowly reaching towards intrinsic value. I think it is around 324, but still it is far away from intrinsic value. But yes, if the coronavirus second came, and that too in a bad shape, then it would be a great scope for pharmaceutical sector again. But we really need to wait and watch. We really need to track, because one hype which was there when Corona 1 was there is the vaccine. Now vaccine is done. No pharmaceutical company of India can say that I am developing the vaccine. No, they cannot say that. So this hype is definitely done. We really need to assess the pharmaceutical in a little different way, the way we assessed in Corona 1. Well, Just Dial, I'm not Mr. Bachchan, to be honest. So since I'm not Mr. Bachchan, I will not give any hype. I think Just Dial and few other stocks they're far away from intrinsic value, and I'm not saying the companies are bad. Companies are definitely good. The companies are doing good. But having said that, few companies, Just Dial and others, their business model is completely dependent on the economy. If the economy is strong, they are strong. If the economy is not strong, they are not strong. So, having said that, if someone having a limited capital, then he needs to take up a call in which stocks they really wish to enter into. I don't track green panels, so I don't know about the green panel to be honest. Indigo, I have made very clear that Indigo is an aviation stock, and Indigo being an aviation stock, I'm really not bullish on the aviation, especially when the corona is coming. So that's more important. I have made one thing very clear that Indian Oil Corporation and any other oil-based stock, including Reliance, they are having a tough time ahead because the whole globe is moving towards gas. And in fact, not these stocks, rather the big oil companies of the globe like ExxonMobil, Petronas, Petrobras, those who are much bigger companies than these Indian Oil Corporation and all, they are even facing a lot of reluctance in terms of accepting oil. They are also moving towards oil sector. So keeping this in mind, having so much bullish attitude on the oil is really, I think it's too much, to be honest. I have not yet tracked Meta Technology IPO, but I don't think that, at least as an individual, I am going to be investing in this IPO. That's one thing which is very clear because I track the company. If I feel that I can invest, I go ahead. If I feel there's no need, I will not go ahead. That's how I go. Max Healthcare is definitely a great stock, no doubt about that. Max Healthcare is definitely a great stock, and we really need to wait and watch that. If Max Healthcare will come down, then we can, I would say we can take Max Healthcare, but I think as of now, Max Healthcare is little bit expensive than the intrinsic value. So that is, we really need to understand. But keeping Max Healthcare as the second largest private hospitality chain, with I think some investment is from the Welsh PE players also, if I'm not mistaken, then Max Healthcare is definitely a great stock. And by the way, hospitality is always a great stock, and venture capitalists and private equity players are always doing a lot of action in the biotech sector. That's more important, you know. I don't recommend to go for fresh buying now. I think one should wait and see how things go in the near future, because we really do not know that how the fresh markets would be. Corona second is coming, US treasury issue, US debt issue, geopolitical issue. There is so many things which we are having, and I think keeping this in mind, it would really be difficult at least now to have a stock buyout. But maybe if you think that you can definitely go ahead, it's completely your call. We have 2 to 3 minutes. If you have any other question, you can definitely ask. Bitcoin is really a speculative currency now, let it be honest. I was big fan of Bitcoin, no doubt about that. I was, but now I'm no more a fan of Bitcoin, especially the day Elon Musk gave too much hype to the Bitcoin. I strongly feel that Elon Musk give too much hype that it looked like he want Bitcoin to touch 100,000. 2.5% of the globe, owns around 99% of the Bitcoin. It's pretty simple. It means this: if 2.5% will decide that Bitcoin will go to 100,000, Bitcoin goes to 100,000. As simple as that. No one can stop it. That's more important. Well, Adani Enterprise, I have no comment on Adani Enterprise. You understand, because there is a lot of information about Adani in the public domain on Google. You can check that. I have no comments on this. If there is a lockdown, New Zealand just had a lockdown in Auckland. And I think Australia is also replicating the lockdown. London also directly or indirectly make it clear that they're going to be either partially or fully locked down by June. If there is a lockdown, whether it is India or any country of the globe, then one thing which is very, very clear is that this country economy has to get down. Common sense, the kind of demand which you expect from the people, it will not come during the lockdown. Jobs cut down, income falls, salary reductions, and so many things going to get happen. And India is not an exception. Even if the lockdown happens in US, Europe, or any country of the globe, then this situation is going to get. So if God forbid in India this thing happens, then I think the situation would be messy, because I don't think that Indian economy is in position as of now to face the lockdown. Let it be honest. I don't think that Indian economy is in a position to face the lockdown. Regarding gold, and I think the gold is really very volatile, and gold would continue to be volatile in the near term. Gold and silver would continue to be the two-way. They would be going in both sides, left side and right side. Both sides they would be going. So that commodities would also definitely be volatile. Tomorrow market would be a little bit volatile, what I can see. And what I can see is that tomorrow also the US Treasury yields will go up and gold will fall. But keeping the current Saudi issue in mind, this is really tricky, that this may change the situation. That's very important. So we need to track what is happening in the Saudi. Actually, US Saudi relationships were very good when Trump was there. But now Biden is having a difference of opinion. I'm not saying whether this difference of opinion is right or wrong. I don't want